Right, g'day YouTube. I'm just going through all my gear and setting up some stuff for the adventure machine, aka the bike. You pretty much noticed that I didn't have a PSK. I had basically the stuff for a PSK, but I've just been swapping it in and out of packs depending on what I'm doing. So just to save myself a bit of hassle, I've decided to make it a bit more modular and then come up with an actual PSK that will be swapped out between all the different things, or different bags or bits of kit that I use for various activities. So primarily this will be for the backpack I use when I'm riding, which is the Camelback Mule, but being a molly pack I can also strap it to my Rush 12. I'm actually thinking of getting a bigger version of a molly pack for overnighters, and I'll also take it with me when I'm on kayak trips or something like that. So this is what I've come up with. This is my PSK. It is a Condor EMT pouch in OD green. Comes with the molly strap, so it's ready to go onto a belt, or like I said, I can attach it to a molly compatible pack, of which I have a Rush 12, but I intend to get a bigger one as well. Just open it up and show you what's inside. Now I've actually modified this. As it comes with a little bit of elastic that attaches the two sides together, so it only opened to about there. I decided that was a pain in the ass to get things in and out, so I've just cut it off. The way I use it, it's not going to matter. It's not something that'll be opened and shut all the time, so I'm not likely to lose anything out of there anyway. Most of it's pretty well tucked in there, so it's not going to fall out if I do need to open it up for something anyway. Alright, starting on the right hand side, just got a little waterproof pouch, apparently approved by the Navy Experimental Diving Unit and certified to 60 meters waterproof, so that shit ain't getting wet. In there I've got some cloth tape, gorilla tape, whatever you want to call it. There's a little first aid kit in there with some medical tape, cotton wool that's been vacuum sealed, so there's a fair bit in there, so that could also be used as tinder. There's some band-aids, some butterfly strips, some alcohol swabs. Probably seeing as this will be for my bike, I'll put some heavy duty pain medication in there in case I come off and actually have to get myself out and use this thing to get myself out. So that's basically repairs, and there's a sewing kit in there as well. Repairs and first aid. This is part of the shelter. It is a mylar poncho, so it's not just shelter, it's also rain gear. And then the second part, which is basically be a tarp, used in conjunction with cordage and a bit of that duct tape. It'd be fairly easy to construct a really sturdy shelter that would keep you nice and warm and dry using one of those. They're good shit. This side, as far as fire lighting goes, got the Bic. For a cutting tool, included a Swiss Army knife camping model. Basically it has your two knives, bottle opener, can opener, corkscrew, all, but it also has a saw, which is why I included it in this kit. Very handy for a wilderness survival situation. Also have water for water sterilisation or purification, whatever you want to call it. Frontier emergency filter. The straw for that is in there. An emergency fishing kit. It's just a couple of sinkers, hooks, swivels, and I'll probably put a couple of little plastic lures in there as well. Plus there's I don't know how much braided fishing line went on the outside of that. Enough to get you out of trouble, that's for sure. For lighting, I've got a little LED Lenser i5, basic little torch, 80 lumens, push-pull focus, and you've got spotlight, wide beam, projects up to about 110 meters according to the pack, so that's decent enough to get you out of trouble. And it only takes one AA, which I carry spares of anyway in my other bits and pieces. I've left it in its pouch so I can actually take that out, either mount it to the outside of this pack if it's mounted on my belt, or mount it directly to my belt, or I can mount it to whatever. There I've got some cordage, 30 feet for paracord, and then I've got another little waterproof pouch to take the contents out of. For signalling, Ultimate Survival Technologies Micro Scream, I think that's called, emergency whistle. Backup light, there's a little Ultimate Survival Technologies Pico, just a little LED torch. There's a backup. Self-rescue navigation, little liquid filled compass. Backup cutting tool. Plus there's another tool altogether there, that's a metal cutting hacksaw blade. Apparently you can cut through 3/8 or even not 3/8. What was it? I can't remember. Whatever it was a fairly big, decent sized rebar in about 20 minutes with one of those. So I don't know when that would come in handy in the wilderness, but you never know. And the so-called razor blade, which was not razor sharp when I got it. It's decently sharp now, but it's only a backup. So this little gadget, which is an Ultimate Survival Technologies Sparky, I think it's called, one-handed ferro rod. You can use it either by just pushing directly down into your tinder like that, or you can rain sparks from above, like so. Not the most sturdiest of devices, but for an emergency I think that would be fine, especially if you've only got one hand. And there's 3 tabs of wet fire, so used with the cotton wool in the first aid kit should easily get a fire going. This is just a tough plastic bag. It's one of the ones used for vacuum sealing, so it's good and strong, and it has a mark on it that measures 1 litre if I ever want to use purification tablets. And last but not least, here's a little signalling mirror. Ultimate Survival Technologies Star Flash. Just have to mention these 2 pouches basically. I ordered a bunch of gear from Dennis at Survival Supplies Australia. I ordered the micro kit, which had like that knife, the light, the whistle, and a different ferro rod, the mirror, and such. But he actually sent me the wrong one. He sent me what was called the base kit, and I just sent him an email letting him know. And within 2 days, I had what I ordered back, and he said I could keep the other kit as a gift. So my Top Bloke of the Week award goes to Dennis. Excellent stuff, mate. I'll be buying plenty of stuff from you. I actually did spend a couple $100 there, so he did alright out of me too. Yeah, so that's that kit basically. Like I said, that's modular and will be going in all my other packs depending on what I'm doing. But to supplement that kit, I've also got this new knife. I bought this a while ago, but haven't really had a chance to use it yet. It's the SE6. Yeah, it's the SE6 basically. Purchased this knife because A, it gets very good reviews for a survival knife. Lots of stuff on YouTube about it. It's 1095 carbon steel. I think it's about a 6-inch blade. Micarta handles. Heavy duty stuff. Nice and thick. Good strong blade. Full flat grind with secondary bevel. Nice and sharp. Plenty of people using them. So I thought I couldn't go wrong with that. And it was a decent price. So, but the main reason I liked it, because as an optional extra, you actually get this little plastic sheath. It's not Kydex, it's just a molded plastic. But you can get this Molly backing sheath for it, and the pouch that mounts on the front. So I thought as a system that's very versatile. You can actually remove this top part and just have that part hanging off your belt. You can have, using this part, you can mount that through your belt. You can use the molly strap to mount to your belt. You can use and mount to a pack. I've actually got it set up like a dangler, so I'd have these two little keepers, belt keepers that I made myself, attached to my belt, and I can take the knife off and on pretty easily. And that's what this strap's for. It goes around my leg and makes it nice and secure. You don't even know it's there, even though it's a big sort of heavy knife, and it sits in a really comfortable position for me. And like I said, the other reason was this pouch for a bit of extra stuff. Just got a ferro rod mounted to the outside. Actually, the pouch comes with this little tin. I haven't fully packed this out yet, but it's probably just going to be like a little fire kit. So I've got some fire discs, some cotton wool, some alfoil, cigar. Yeah, I'll probably put another lighter in there and needle and other bits and pieces. And I've also got, for sharpening, the DC4 in that pouch. So the PSK is standalone, pretty much got everything I need. If that's all I had, I'd be pretty well right. But if I've got this on my belt as well, I've got added fire capabilities, more cutting capabilities than you probably need, and she'd be right. Oh, the only thing I haven't done with this is square off the spine, but so I can use it to strike the ferro rod. But when I got this Essie, I also bought the Essie Azure, which I have slightly modified just with a small groove that is capable of striking the ferro rod. That's going to be my neck knife. So basically, if that's on my belt, this will be around my neck, and Bob's your uncle. Just modify this little bit with a paracord handle, little cheery skull on the end to make it look nice. Yeah, and there you go. So that's my PSK and my new knife. All this is coming about because hopefully I'm going to be able to get some time soon to get out bush on the new bike. I've got all the luggage I need for it now. I'm just in the process of getting everything sorted so it'll all fit and be readily accessible when I need it. So the next video will probably be just a quick tour of what I've got set up on that at the moment. Alrighty, so I'll see you guys later.